We got this beautiful PC all booted up from Mr. gamedadtv.
I peed! Oh my god, I peed my pants a little bit. Oh god, hold on. You guys are fucked up, dude. I'll be right back. You guys are fucking...
Good morning, YouTube. Welcome in. Today we got another beautiful build for you. Today we're building a 5950X paired with an RTX 4070 Ti. Today's build is really meant for editing. 64 gigabytes, a 3600 CL14 B-die RAM going in here. We got a 1 terabyte primary Samsung 980 Pro paired with a 2 terabyte KC3000 drive coming in from Kingston. It's got plenty of power. It's got plenty of looks because we've got a lot of beautiful Deepcool FC120 fans going in here. Let us know what you think down below in the comments. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that like button. Help us with the algorithm here over on YouTube. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over at our Twitch channel. Twitch.tv/Stince, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see you soon. Let's start the build station. Let's get started. Absolutely beautiful build today. 7 RGB fans, braided cable extensions, ProArt board. I mean, the ProArt board is gorgeous. 5950X, 16-core monster. This is a killer system. Let's go check it out. Let's go over the build station. Let's get started.
Man, I'll tell you what, I do miss building Ryzen systems because I don't know. There's a love-hate with right now with Intel. Intel performs really good. When it performs good, it performs really good. When it's annoying, it is overly annoying. All right, guys, look at this beautiful ProArt board. When I say beautiful, the ProArt boards, just the aesthetic of them. Honestly, this system would look insane in the Fractal North too. Like all the gold accents and trim of this board with the Fractal North, the wood would look. But alas, we're not doing that today. I've always been a sucker for the ProArts. I think Roddy has too, right, Roddy? We're gonna take some of the cellophane off this system and we get ready to drop the CPU in. Loving the build stream. I'd say about 2 to 3 weeks on average right now is where we're turning around stuff in. Like it's usually honestly hovers around 18 days since you order to shipment. So like usually people are getting them within 3 to 3.5 weeks max. So unless it's like some 4090 builds are a little bit longer, but not usually. 5950X is down and in. Next, we'll start working on the NVMe drives. All right, primary drive today is going to be the 980 Pro. There we go. All right, next is going to be our secondary drive. 5950X is in. Our 2 NVMe drives are in. Next is going to be our RAM and our cooler standoffs. We'll work on that. So before we get started on the RAM, we're gonna put our cooler standoffs in from Deepcool. Take our factory tension clips really quick. I think it's better AMD or Intel. Yeah, that's tough right now, and I'll say a few things right now. Right now, current state of AMD's reliability on 7000 series is hit or miss. It's really hard to get RAM over 6000, even 6200 megahertz, which is completely getting smashed by Intel. Their BIOS and reliability though of AMD has always been good over the last probably 4 to 5 years. I will say that, like AMD has been super, like their chipset drivers, their reliability, it's getting up and running and not having problems, has been better than Intel lately in my opinion. Yeah, a system like this, you get like a 5000X3D or editing system like this, you put B-die in it, it just works so good. So there's a few things. It's hard to say who's better. There's just systems that run really dang good. Like right now, I mean, still for the price, if you're on like any older Ryzen right now, system like AM4, you just grab a 5000X3D, throw it in there, and your gaming is like a 90-day difference. So it's hard to like say which one's better, honestly. If I'm going DDR5, which one's better right now, I'm still gonna kind of lean towards Intel. If I'm going in DDR4, 5000X3D right now. Fill the dims. Look at that. Look at that, chat. That's pretty. Everything's installed here. We've got our 5950X, our 64 gigs of RAM, our 2 NVMe drives, all on the beautiful ProArt board. We're sliding aside here and we're gonna get out our beautiful NZXT H7 Flow, which you guys have seen a lot on the channel because it's such a darn good case. Right. Pop out a rear fan. We won't need this. We're gonna put an RGB fan in later. All right, chat, we're gonna get this motherboard secured. The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go top down right now and get this beautiful ProArt board inside this case. There we go. Looking great, chat. All the motherboards are secured. Let's get your front close-up. Morning, Stince. I haven't seen you building a 4000 or 5000D in a while. Does the NZXT have better cooling these days? It's just great. It's great for the price point. 4000D is good. You don't think you're really getting a 4000D now? It's like a 240 top mount. If you get a 360 in there with like a 4070 Ti, it really comes down to the system that we're building. So we've got Type-C and USB 3.0 to run really quick. Another Type-C, put in. Next to me, our USB 3.0. There we go, all in. Get these cables zipped and secured. There we go, cables looking good. We got our front panel cables connected. And next we're gonna work on taking the fan guide out. We got these beautiful RGB fans in the front. FC120s today from Deepcool. All right, let's get these fans on, chat. Fans are all in. We have to just adjust the zip ties here. Put up these cables on the side of it. Good, I'll show you as a front close-up here. Everything in the front. Chat, next will be our braided cable extensions, and our power supply will be running next. This is looking nice and neat. All the cables ran, they're running across the back. There we go, chat. Get these braided cable extensions out. Looks really clean there. There we go. Braided cables are all in. Next, we're gonna start working on the rest of the power supply, chat. So we're gonna grab our MSI 1000 watt power supply today. Chat, beautiful MSI power supply today, the MAG. A1000, 1000 watt PCIe 5, ATX 3.0 power supply. All right, so we'll need today the SATA, one CPU, one SATA, 24 pin main, second CPU, 12 volt high power. All right, everything else can go back in the box. Get our SATA in. CPU 1, CPU 2, 12 volt high power, and then a 24 pin main motherboard will be the last thing we have to put in. There's 1 and 2. Good snip, there we go. All of our cables are in, power supply is secured. We're on to cooler and rear fan, chat. Cooler and rear fan. The cable management on the back, looking good so far. Looking good. All right, fans are all in. We're zip tying our lines on the back of the rad. We're gonna get ready to mount the cooler, chat. So I'm gonna turn this sideways. I'm also going to install the rear fan really quick too, because I want to get this rear fan done right now before it gets in the way of anything. Going to work on the pump right now. Get all the connectors on the pump. All of our screws are nice and secured. I'm gonna mount, run the cables up and over. So I have to run this cable up and around. This is for the RGB for the pump. All right, so this cable's up and in. We get a screw in here, chat. How's it looking so far, chat? Once we get this done, we're moving on to the GPU too. We have a beautiful 4070 Ti TUF coming in from Asus. Got this beautiful card out today. Asus TUF 4070 Ti, chat. There we go.
Let's get ready.
There's that beauty. There she is. We have a 2 slaughter today. There we go, chat. Let's get this beautiful card in. And we go with 4070 Ti today. Oh, there's a thunk around the world. And we go with a 12 volt high power cable, braided cable. There we go, looks so clean. Look at this beautiful PC all booted up for Mr. gamedadtv. All right, go, exclamation point, light it up, let's go.
Guys, thanks for another awesome video. Thank you for stopping in and showing us the love here on our YouTube channel. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that like button. If you like what you see even more, hit that sub button. And remember, we build these PCs you see live here on our YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now over at twitch.tv/Stince. Come over, say hello, watch us build the PC, and ask any questions you have, and let's go.